Hi guys, this is another income report, but I want to use this introduction to remind you that the competition to win the puzzle making software, which I designed, which is this thing here, is still ongoing. I'll link to the video in the description that you need to watch that tells you how to enter. But basically, if you want to make puzzles like this in a matter of seconds, there's 11 different types of puzzle, and you can customize the mazes with images. You can customize the rebus puzzles, obviously the word searches and the word ladders. You can add your own words to it. And it gives you the answers at the bottom, so you generate all the puzzles and then the answers at the end, which is how it should be done. But a lot of puzzle makers don't do that. Then that video is going to be in the description. So watch that. The competition will end on this coming Sunday, which is I think the 9th. So this video is going to be an income report for October. Not only will I tell you what I made, how many books were sold, I'll also show you the books that sold. So without further ado, let's crack on. So here are the figures for September. As you see, 35 books sold, down from last week. I'm still happy with that. But 35 books, 9 or 10 down from September. Now we'll have a little look through the graph and see. Again, I'm selling books on most days. Just not a startling amount. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days without sales actually. But I'm still making sales on the majority of days. I don't want to put it in a percentage for you. And down here are the books that sold. Again, no surprise, the top seller is this multi-purpose book. Now, I was thinking, not only did I tell you about this book when I was making it, not only did I invite you on that journey, I think I gave it away as well. So if you want this exact book, go through the freebies playlist. Again, I'll link that below. You'll find a load of other freebies. I'm sure I gave this book away for free. If your keywords are better than mine, which they probably will be, why not steal some sales from us? Now remember, I did change the price of this, as I mentioned previously. I changed it at the end of October. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in come November. Again, no surprise to see the fashion sketchbooks and the comedy writers books up there. Craft paper pads, and then more iterations of those blank logbooks. That one's another multi-purpose, completely blank. Basically, it's just a table in a nice cover. This one here is a timesheet, so it's more targeted towards businesses and people who want to keep an eye on maybe how many hours they're working as well. As always, there is the odd craft paper pad, not as many as there used to be, but they're still there. A 2022 appointment hairstylist book, which is obviously someone's ordered it in error, but I need to have a look and delist and unpublish some of the books. I did get a comment on the last video saying that you can do it, so I will get around and do that at some point. And there's another hairdresser's appointment book for last year. So the two things I need to do. First of all, delist these books here that are out of date. Secondly, I need to get 2026 appointment books made. Now these books are all easy to make. Again, I've done loads of videos in the past telling you how to do them with data merge. A couple of clicks and you're in there. Again, go back through and search through my video lists. You'll find some really useful information there. And then finally, an Art Deco telephone directory. Again, I made a video as I made that exact book. So if you want to see exactly what it looks like inside, go through the video backlog and you will find it along with every other type of book that I make. Especially these craft paper pads. Now, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but no one was making craft paper pads before I did videos on it, 6 or 7 years ago now? Now everyone's doing them, everyone's making money, apart from me. The sales have definitely slowed down. I need to learn more about advertising, I think, and making the covers look better. I'm not very good, or wasn't very good at cover design. I think I've came on a little bit more since then. Right, that's enough of that. Let's go to the money. So 35 books sold, £35 made. So again, we're looking at, on average, £1 a book, which I'm not too mad at. Now, the problem is, you'll say that in terms of money, there are some books pulling in more than others. And unfortunately, things like the multi-purpose logbook, I'm selling, but I'm only making 70p a book. As I've said, I've recently changed that price. I've put it at the full $9.99, which is far too expensive for a book like this, I think. The reason I priced it so I was making 70p a book was because I looked around about what was in the area, and that's the kind of price that they were charging. So I used their price, and managed to get a few sales. I've upped it just to see. Now, if I look along here, you will see that I did. Where is it? There you go. I sold a multi-purpose logbook at the new price, made $2.24. So roughly 3 times as much as the one that I got at the beginning of the. There you go. 3 times as much as the one that I sold at the beginning of the month. So I've got to decide what's best. Is it better to sell more copies, or is it better to get a higher percentage for less sales? It all depends on if I use ads, click rate, and things like that. It's better to make one higher sale from one click rather than 3 smaller sales from 3 clicks. Now, there's more to it than that. I just don't know what it is. But I will look and we will learn together. Grab Paper Pads, I did increase their prices, and the money, like $1.80 from a book, that's absolutely fine by me. And now we're moving to the cheaper end. This Art Deco telephone book, 57p, made it ages ago. Same with this. These books were all made before the price changing. I made a penny there. Penny on an old book. All made before the printing cost went up at Amazon. Now, I went through and changed the books that sold, but the odd book still slips through. I didn't think anyone would buy these 2 books here, but they're still on Amazon, so people have found them and bought them. So I didn't bother changing them. I'll have to find out how to delist them entirely. And again, this book here, made it a long time ago. It sells a little bit. It fell through the gap. So I will increase the price of that. So in summary, I've made £10 less than last month. I've sold 10 books, or 9 books less than last month. Now's the time of year, going into November, December, where the things that I normally make and sell, I should have made and sold by now. My appointment books, my yearly planners and diaries and things like that. Need to get them up now, or at least in a week or so, to get the sales. Because these are all purchases round about Christmas, ready for the new year. So I need to do that. That's job number 1. Job number 2 is go through my listings and remove the ones that are out of date. The old planners and diaries and journals, old appointment books, get them delisted. And then 3rd is to revisit the pricing again. Put some prices up, maybe. Well, to give you a sneak preview, I'm recording this on the 4th of November. I haven't sold a multi-purpose logbook since the 27th. So that's a week, give or take. Haven't sold one of those in a week, and I don't normally go that long without selling one of those. So the price might be too high. It might just be taking a while to settle. I'll leave it for the month, and then I will readdress it coming into December, and I'll knock it back down again. I don't mind making, say, £1 a book. So we'll revisit the price on that if it needs it. If not, if it sells, I don't mind it. But I will look at it closely. Keep an eye on it. That's what you got to do. Keep an eye on your business. Right, that is it for today's video. Remember, that competition for the puzzle book generator is going to end this coming Sunday, which I think is the 9th. And I shall draw the winner on Monday afternoon, UK time, when I get back from work. So probably 6 p.m. UK time on Monday. There you go. That is when I'll pick the winner and let you all know. Right, thank you for listening to my